English, you and I need to have a conversation. Hi, this is Puzzleicious. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell, and so let's go on to the topic of the English language and how sounds work and how sounds connect to words and letters and such. So I have a proposition to you, English. Not the people. Not the people English that live on England. No, I don't have a proposition to the English. I have a proposition to the English language. Or more correctly, the people who administrate the language in, like, Chicago or whatever for American English. Because maybe I can at least change how American English works. So, let's start with the proposal, shall we? So, what we can do is that for the qua sound, as in queen, and that's about it. Get rid of the UQ business. Just make it so that the Q makes the qua sound. It would work perfectly. Because otherwise, you know, the Q is a useless letter. Also on the topic of useless letters, the letter X, right? It basically has no purpose in the English language other than it just exists. It has no unique sound of its own. However, I think we can give it its own unique sound. I think we should give the letter X a shot. So, I propose that we give the letter X the th sound, like in the. Like in the, or these, or those. Basically, I propose that we replace the TH. I propose that we replace two letters that make one sound with one letter that makes one sound. Thus shortening letters, which, you know, is nice, but also, you know, is just more aesthetically pleasing. And anyway, yes. And, don't get me started on the letter C. It makes sounds that two letters already make. So I have a proposal that we just get rid of the letter C. Now you might be saying, well, Puzzleicious, what about when C is by an H and it makes the ch sound? Well, that's simple. I propose we add a new letter to the English language. We remove the letter C and replace the letter C with the letter chalk. Now you might be saying, what's the letter chalk? What's the letter chalk? This right here is the letter chalk. Yes, as you can tell, it looks like a CH. You know why? Because it makes the ch sound. You can literally just use this one letter, this one character, to create the ch sound. Make things so much easier. But also, don't get me started on PH making the sound. F already makes that sound. PH together should not make the sound. Only F should make the F sound. So I propose that we also get rid of that logic. Or lack of logic. And also, what's with G making the G and J sound? J already makes the J sound. So G should just make the G sound. And I know what you're probably saying about back to the C debacle, I'll just call it. Well, what about words like cell and cell? Both of these words, without one of them being an S and one of them being a C, look exactly the same. Well, yes, that is the case at the moment, but I'm about to get on to the vowels, which will solve everything. Okay, so English, you have a problem. You have no signatures to distinct when a vowel is supposed to make a certain sound or not. The users of English are just supposed to guess what vowels are supposed to sound like, and if a vowel's even used. I'm looking at you, silent E, which, by the way, we should just get rid of silent E in a way that I'm about to explain. We use umlauts. Now, if you don't know what an umlaut is, it's the two little dots that are above vowels, typically in German, but also used in Turkish and possibly in Mongolian. So it's not just a German thing, it's also a Turkish thing, along with a Mongolian thing. But anyway, I digress. So what we have is, so we introduce the umlauts, and what the umlauts will do to vowels is that they will make them the long versions. So like, the English umlaut A will make the A sound, the English umlaut E will make the E sound, and the English umlaut U will make the U sound, and the English umlaut I will make the I sound. For the versions of the vowels that don't have the umlaut, regular A will make the ah sound, no umlaut E will make the eh sound, as in entertainment. No umlaut I will make the I sound, like an in, or it. Without an umlaut U will make the sound, like an without an umlaut O will make the sound, like an otter. And yes, this will fix everything. Now back to the things that I was talking about with the cell and the cell. We just pronounce one slightly differently. For the cell, as in a transaction of money, we pronounce it as sal. Okay? And then for the cell, as in part of a prism, or part of living tissue, we keep it as cell. And for words like site, because there's site as in a place, there's site as in a website, and then there's site as in seeing. Oh, also I forgot to mention the silent G's. Get rid of them. Right? Just get rid of them. Okay? They're not needed. Along with the silent H's and the silent T's. Okay, I just figured out the pronunciations. Sight, as in seeing, will remain as sight, just slightly changed. Sites, as in a website, will be pronounced as soat, with an umlaut O, and sites, as in a quarry site, or a mine site, or a site for construction, will be pronounced as sate, with an umlaut A. Bam! I solved all your problems, English. And just for good measure, I'll just create a sentence with all my proposals for the English language. Okay, so the Queen had a very great day with a giraffe and a pterodactyl. Boom. A very nice example sentence for this new form of English. And hey, if British English doesn't want to join the bandwagon, then American English at that point will just become its own language, and hey, it will be American. Do you speak American? It makes a lot of sense, especially with my introductions. But anyway, yes. This is Puckalicious, and, yes. Good day.
Hey everyone, I just want to remind you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the future. And as always, I love Pokemon.